Thank you for reaching FTC for production. Hello, one more time. I'm really happy to provide you assistance and stuff out there for free to my community, to my people, every single day. You know what? During these pandemic times are really tough times that we're going through economically, physically, and psychological. And I was like wondering, there are many of us out there that they don't have anybody to talk to express their feelings, their emotions. Some talk a lot, some that really don't know to who to talk to or to listen, to be listened. And sometimes life can be a little too much. And one of the ways to cope better is to talk to someone. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce you Seven Cup. Seven Cup is a service for people who feel they need therapy but can't afford it. You can chat directly to the listener or a therapist for free, completely anonymously, and also find community and group chat that are willing to listen to you. Yes, and I actually, when I saw this, I was like, you know what, I gotta bring this up because it could be a very resource for many of you out there who feels like your heart is gonna get out of your chest, or um, you feel alone and you don't have a social life because of this pandemic, or your friends have been gone, everybody been moving around, or whatever the reason you feel like you don't have a normal social life and you need to speak with somebody, and you feel like you don't cope with others, you need to speak with somebody, you want somebody to listen to you. This place in here are willing to do so, and they can even talk to you back, and you can maybe learn things from other people. Need someone to talk to? Their counselors and listeners are standing by. Welcome to Seven Cups. Seven Cups connect you to caring listening for free emotional support. Grow at your own pace. Explore self-help guides and growth paths for proven tips and advice on how to feel better. You can actually also have a free 24/7 chat, be heard by volunteer listener, and chat with others who understand in support chat rooms. You can talk about politics, Donald Trump, Biden, Putin, Ukraine, DACA. You can talk about um, student loans, the stock market, penny stocks, Bitcoin going down the floor. You can talk about anything. You can even talk about your ex-girlfriend, the one that cheating on you, the one that you cheated on. You can actually talk about um, the neighbors across the street, the one all over you, the lady that is cheating with, I mean, and right next to your door with the neighbor across the street, and the one across the street already got locked up because he killed somebody. You can actually say anything, and they will listen to you. Now, for those who require deeper therapy, they actually have a affordable online therapy, confidential online therapy, and counseling with licensed therapists for $150 per month. But again, this is not the goal in here. I mean, it's optional for you, but the goal in here is to provide you the free option for any one of those who want to be listened. Okay. Um, a disclaimer: FTC for production and myself are not being sponsored, or we don't sponsor anybody. We don't get paid, or we don't get any donation from Seven Cups. This video is only voluntarily done by myself to bring it to my community, to my people out there who might benefit from service like this for free. There is nothing else behind this, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Just wanted to remind you that I am not a counselor, therapist, or psychological advisor, or a guru, none of that stuff. If you feel like you need a professional help, please seek your main doctor or your representative that can help you and guide you and take you to the right place you need. This site is legitimate. You can actually obtain from this free service and give it a try and see how it goes. Do your diligence before anything else, please. Okay. Moving forward, about Seven Cups. We live in a world where you can be surrounded by people, but still feel lonely, with nobody to turn to when things get rough. And yeah, there are many places like that, especially when you live in a building. I went to this place in New York, and they live in buildings. I don't want to say the town because the town is rough, but I don't want to actually segregate nobody. But it's in New York, and the way that they live in there is in building pretty much. And there are people that have been living in there for 20 years, and they don't know the neighbor across the door or right next to. Sometimes they know the one that is above them because the one above them, they make so much noises and make a lot of party that they have to go upstairs and or make a claim that these people upstairs, they don't let them sleep. I mean, and vice versa. The one right underneath, same thing. So, but for the right reason about communion, no everybody's the same. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes they cross path in the doors and they gotta say hi to each other. But social life stuff like that is really rare. Um, but it depends on the community and the type of people that live around the building. But yes, it's really sad to live in a place like that where you don't even turn around or can say hi to your neighbor because you live in building. You don't know what is across the door. Um, some people are fearful because it could be a drug spot or a business of prostitution. You never know what is in any single door of one of those buildings, or is a serial killer living in there, or somebody committed a crime and trying to cover it up, and you never know. And people just want to mind their own business. That's the way it is in there, and that's what I said. It's sad that you cannot get with nobody to turn around when things get rough. Seven Cops is when it comes to the rescue. But being heard is an important part of a human being. We are programmed, we are wired to um, to leave alone. To don't leave alone. Sorry to correct myself. And we're wired to communicate. We need from somebody else to keep moving. So we're not wired to live alone. So can we live alone? Probably yes, but we might end up in insanity. So a psychologist, Glen Moriarty, saw that there was a great power in listening, but he knew not everyone has someone to talk to. He started to wonder, how can I make being heard a reality for everyone? There are people that like to talk, but when you actually stop him and you want to engage in the conversation, they find you that you are kind of rude and they just want to be heard first. But in the process of being heard, that person can go even an hour talking, non-stop. And when you stop and they get angry because you don't let them speak, and they think like you're all interrupting them, that you never listen to them, but you are. You just want to actually, tell them, listen, you run on this, stop, or something like that. Um, he started to wonder, and it's good how to fix this stuff. That's why Seven Cups was born. Thanks to thousands of volunteer listeners stepping up and to lend a friendly ear, Seven Cups is happy to say, we are here for you. No matter who you are or what you are going through, this is a place where you will be heard and cared for. And they're not even being heard, because some people can pretend that they listen to you, but you're talking over the phone or talking to some place, and they don't respond. They don't even listening to you. They pretend that you listen. They listen to you, and then oh my goodness, really? But they don't pay attention. They don't. One thing is they can hear you, another one they can listen to you. You understand the difference? So no matter who you are or where you're going through, this is a place where you will be heard and cared for. Like I said before, they might be strangers on the surface, but underneath, they are just friends you haven't met yet. It's a very welcoming and warm message. I love it. I think many of you could take advantage of that. I would strongly recommend to go for it. Get support with online therapy. Want a little extra help? You can get ongoing support and guidance from a licensed therapist when you sign up in the online therapy. That's a different thing that you can go for it. Meet the people who understand. Community is at the heart of Seven Cup. You can find support and friendship in chat rooms and forums for many issues like depression, anxiety, relationship, LGBTQ, which is a group that is going through under a lot of stress and turmoil and and harassment. Many of them are getting really tough time, and not even from a stranger, even from their own family. This is a place where you can be heard and release. You understand? Anyways, I'm gonna leave it up to you here. I'm not gonna read too much out of this because I don't want to fill you up with too much intel. But I just thought that some of you might take advantage of this. I hope that you like it. I hope you take advantage of it. Please write me down below if you use the service, and if you did, how was it? Did you take advantage of it? Did you feel good to be listening? Is how it is? How what I mean? How did it change you your life by getting involved with this? Do you think about you recommend it to somebody else? If you are, to whom? Um, Anything you want to write down in here, down below in the remark section, please don't hesitate to do so. All right, gonna leave it up to this point. Don't subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, please. Provide some support to the channel so we can continue, getting some monetization through the ads, and to move forward. And give me some likes. Have a